Here we are at the base of Uluru, and Zolly and I are going to walk around, and the kids are ahead of us on the bikes. And I'm really fashionable, check this out, with a fly net on because the flies are doing our head in. But this is huge. Huge. Is that the best way you'd describe it, Zolly?
Pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Pretty big. Pretty big.
Wow. I know, I need a new word. But, and it's got these that you can't see on the photos, all these giant crevices and cracks and almost like a cave or something. Oh yeah, we've got some here. Parts of it almost look like, you know, lava that's cracked.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
That'd be an interesting one.
Touched it. It's really hard like a rock. Duh. That's very, it's like a rock I've never touched before. Really, wow, silky. It's like a silky, feels really silky. Amazing. Amazing. Alex, happy birthday! A bit windy today. As soon as we go on the other side, it should be alright.
I hope so. Check that out. There's like ledges up there and like full of holes. I mean, that up there and there almost looks like it could be a cave. Earlier we sort of knocked on it a little bit and parts of it felt hollow and you had little holes around it, so obviously like, I don't know, little sinkholes I guess you could say, but they're obviously what create these giant holes everywhere, and no doubt part of the reason they don't want people walking is it's just gonna decay a lot quicker with all the extra traffic. But I mean, it's not what you expect, is it? Check this out. You see that? This little snake literally slithered past our path.
So it's a non-venomous species. I'm not sure what it is. I'll check it out when we get back. And disappeared. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Going that way.
There we go.
It is a non-venomous. I think it's a whip snake. It is non-venomous.
Cracks and crevices look from here, to me anyway, it almost looks like, you know, when timber rots or has been eaten by termites and there's little holes. I swear that's what it looks like. It's just freaky. But anyway, those colours are really cool. There you go. So back behind me there was a section where there's no video and photography allowed. It's considered a sacred site, so we didn't take any back there, but yeah, it was a cool story of why, and you're gonna have to come here to discover it for yourself. But look at that, hang on, as we sort of round the bend and you can see sort of the sunlight up that way. Looks really cool. Anyway, we're hanging to get round to the other side of this rock because this wind is just doing our head in. Look at all those colours. Check that out. It's quite overwhelming, really. Something you see on a postcard and then, whoa, that's big. From those trees. And then look at that. It's just so just unpredictable. And it's pretty all around. But yeah, very cool. It'll be cool where the light hits over there, so we'll see what that looks like. Here we go. Coming around that bend with the sunlight. There's Miss Gabby, who's pushing on in this crazy wind. Wow, check that out. It's in front of you. It's next to you. It's all around you. Look at that. It literally looks like its own mountain range. Woohoo! I like it.
Yeah,
look at this. How cool is that? And I think there's another one just around the corner. So that sign just talks about bush tucker and how important it is for the Indigenous people and how important it is for them to actually know the difference between things that you can eat and the things that you can't, and things that'll kill you. It's always a good thing to know, right? Oh, we're doing a loop in this way. Look at that. Oh yeah. Protection from the elements. Yeah, good place to learn hunting skills. The paintings in the cave. Oh, there's paintings in there.
Yeah, I think I've
Wow, very cool.
see a black one.
You can see, oh yes, here.
Yeah, just here.
Like literally just there, you can see.
Look, there's a love heart.
That's pretty cool.
That's graffiti.
How bizarre does this look? It almost looks like a wave rock, doesn't it?
You can surf the wave.
Yeah, surf the wave. Look at that. Look at that. Ha! Let's keep going. Just past a little wave rock bit is this bit. You can imagine in the wet season, and if it rains, that would just be a waterfall, and you'd almost have a water hole down the bottom.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. That there would no doubt be another waterfall and watering hole. The sun's finally out on this side, so Alex is back on his bike. It's a nice bike ride, isn't it? Isn't it?
Beautiful, absolutely
Beautiful.
fantastic.
Zolly took over riding duties while Alex couldn't be bothered because he was too cold. But look at him, back in the sun and loving life again on his birthday. So here it is. This is what you see in a postcard. This is pretty much how we all imagine it looks, with all its, I don't know, waterfall-y bits. And that huge cutout bit in the middle, that's just, wow. Anyway, just sort of show you, we got to the bit that actually does look like a postcard.
It is now purple. You can't really see, but it is like pinky purple. It's pretty.
It's colour changing.
It's color changing. Whoa. Even the sky, I think it'll be a bit windy tomorrow. It's pink. Usually that, oh look over there too.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty. You're so pretty. Anyways. Okie dokie.
We are just driving to Kings Canyon. Still haven't got there. Check that out. We're planning to do the rim walk tomorrow, so no doubt, yeah, no doubt that'll be really cool, and we'll see all the special stuff from up the top.
Okay.
Here we are at Kathleen Springs. So we're going to do the walk, 2.5 k's return. So it's a nice easy walk. Yeah, all good. It's like 4 o'clock. Got 2 hours to sunset. So Even if we dawdle, we'll make it there and back twice, right?
Well, we walked pretty fast, like for an hour.
Hey, monkey.
Hello. So 2Ks we'll get in about half an hour. So
Yes.
6Ks will be 3 minutes. 3 hours. No, I don't even.
Someone, Miss Gabby, looks so cute in her little hat. I absolutely love it. And before I just missed it, she was actually dancing along. It was very cute. Check this place out. And you can hear all the little budgies. All the little wild budgies. Where are you? See? Up there. There they are. Bright fluoro green. So weird. But yeah, it's very pretty. Bird's going crazy. Look at her. Look at her. She's loving it. We're going to a waterhole. I don't think she realizes it's going to be absolutely freezing. Anyway, that's okay though. Just over here on the left, looks like it used to be some sort of, I don't know, paddock or some sort of enclosed area that's fallen apart. I wonder what that's all about. It's very interesting. Have a look at this. This is how fashionable we look. This is the reality of NT. Here we go. The trapping yards. That makes total sense. There you go.
Look for cows.
Ramp here. Wow. Droving cattle to market on horseback. Wow. No thanks. But pretty cool. Look at that.
Ready? I'm fine.
Hmm. That over there looks like crazy nature's own stuck stone, doesn't it? Oh wow. Okay, this place really is very unique. Zoe's gonna love this area. All this stone is very much him. Look at them. It's like they're running a marathon or something. Well, we're just back here chilling out. Yeah, okay. This is really wow. This here they used as a water tank to store water in for the stock. So they would pump the water by windmill from Kathleen Springs into here for all the stock. And then during the cool of the night, they would graze up to 16 kilometers before returning to the water. And then the fence was put in place to prevent them from moving further down the gorge and ruining the water in the springs. So that's pretty cool. There you go. Water for stock. How cool is that rock? It's like a ball sitting on just a little ledge. What's to do with that?
Weird.
It's pretty weird, isn't it?
It's like
It's
it's been carved.
It's like it's been carved.
Mm-hmm.
Can actually hear wildlife running around in front of you. Gabby's excited there's a bridge, which normally means there's water under it. Is there any water? Or dry. Or dry. But I mean, what a backdrop. Seriously, look like what a backdrop for a dry riverbed. Hey, all right, I'll film you too. Noisy little budgies. How pretty the flowers too.
Yellow.
The ranger was saying in his talk that here everything isn't so much seasonal as in your standard summer, autumn, spring and winter. It's more about how much rainfall there is. And you know that there's plenty of water, or there has been, when there's budgies around, because they're high energy birds and require a lot of water. So that's how you actually know it's been a good, I guess, wet season, is that there's lots of budgies. And I tell you what, there's a lot of budgies around at the moment.
And guess what? There's also wild cockatiels.
Yeah, there's wild cockatiels.
Okay.
Stuff that we Melburnians keep in a cage is just wild out here in the NT. You can hear them. And then there's just a tree up there, just growing in the side of the mountain.
Which one?
That one right there. How cool is it? Oh. Anyway,
I reckon
you can actually tell
the water flows here.
that this is where the water flowed, because you can see it's washed all the sand out, because there's a bit of a dip, and it's washed all the sand onto the walkway. Now, as I'm walking along, Zully and Alex are so far ahead of us because they just ran like crazy people. I reckon they're actually going to be hiding somewhere, getting ready. Oh my God, how appropriate. Look at this, ready to ambush us. Oh my gosh, I honestly did not plan that. That is so funny.
But they're probably going to jump out as well.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, wow. Look, look,
What's
over there. There's
There's
water.
water. It's not flowing.
First bit of water. Okay, that's all right. At least we know there's water. Woohoo! How you feel? There's water. More budgies. Zully's apparently found a nest. Where's the nest?
Straight there. See this tree that's so it's going up and to the left. Right in the bend, there's a hole in the top of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Over
that notch, and they're the mother and the father right there.
Okay.
They're coming down to the water now,
Yeah.
and then they'll go back over there to feed the babies.
There you go. Anyway, now, oh look, that one looks like a baby. It's really little.
Which one?
Yeah.
Up there in the tree. See over there? Just here.
Oh yeah.
Just watch. So from there it'll go to there, and then yeah.
Anyway, this is Kathleen Springs. So to the, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but anyway, Matutura people, the spirit of a rainbow serpent lives in this deep waterhole. It protects this waterhole and others in the area, which they believed joined by underground tunnels. There you go. Which really isn't very far-fetched, is it? Because we all know that we're on, you know, a, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for, Zolly?
We're in a gorge.
We're in a gorge.
We're in a gorge, yeah. The water comes down from over there,
From where? There.
up there.
Yeah. In the wet season, which they would have had a decent one, as the ranger was telling us, that would be a pretty spectacular waterfall.
Yeah, and
And then all along
goes down
here,
here, and then there's fresh water just over there.
yeah, and you have, yeah, that walkway would potentially even have water running over it.
Perfect place for animals to come and drink
Yeah.
in the late afternoon.
Yeah, well, the one of the signs earlier said that man used to come down here and they'd essentially trap all the local wildlife down here and then, you know, use their spears down here. So there you have it, because they can't escape. Okay, I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Just listen to this. Isn't that cool? Apparently, the Aboriginal people that lived in this area used to live in literally this flat area. They chose to live here because they were close enough to a water source that they could have water, but they were far enough that one, they didn't upset the rainbow serpent that lived there, and two, the animals that used, how pretty is the sunset over there, over the mountain, but also, yeah, the animals that they'd obviously need to hunt to have food wouldn't be too scared because they didn't live too close to it. I love it. Zolly's always got a story to tell, but he's still a little camera shy. very animated. What story did we miss now?
I was just saying, if I were a dingo, I would be over there and following. I'd follow the water sort of thing over there for a nice cool drink. I wouldn't be over here.
No. No.
Finished.
What's that? Put it in the light. It is.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty.
Smell.
It doesn't. Oh, it smells.
Yeah. Smells like honey.
It actually smells nice. There you go. Well, that is the walk
Gata.
to Kathleen Springs.
We're not done yet.
Done. No,
Gata.
there's a sign.
Gata.
Gata.
Fine.
Done. We were walking along in here. You can see these things just there. And Gabby, what was it about?
So the Aboriginals, they made these holes in the rocks and they've got like,
Demonstrate.
yeah, food and stuff, and they grinded it down. And, yeah.
Like a, almost like a modern day mortar and pestle.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's pretty
They
cool.
would grind. See, there's even things in here. It's powder and it's got little thingies in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really
These
nice.
are like this.
Have you used it?
Yeah, in there too.
There you go.
Right around, and then maybe you can use this for paint.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably use it for paint.
for paint and for cooking,
Yeah.
depending on, you know, what they're wanting to do.
Pop some water in there.
Hey, put the rock back.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gabby. I had no idea. Didn't even notice it.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny one here.
Yeah, there's a few of them around. That's pretty cool.
Hey, they've been used pretty recently too. Look. Okay.
You can put it on your face.
Okay.
He's covered his face.
Alex, what have you done? Let's look at your face. Look at me. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, gosh. Have a look at that sun there.
Have a look.
Have a look. It looks pretty special.